10 Unspoken Rules Not to Break in Japan. Have you ever been in a situation where you accidentally broke an unspoken rule and didn't even realize it until everyone started giving you that look? It's awkward, right? Now imagine doing that in Japan, a country where cultural etiquette is practically an art form. From the way you hold chopsticks to how you handle money, every little thing can make or break how you're perceived. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Whether you're planning your first trip or just curious about Japanese customs, let's break down the top 10 unspoken rules you definitely don't want to mess up. Seriously, mastering these will save you from some serious side-eye moments. Number 1. Use chopsticks properly. Chopsticks in Japan are more than just eating tools. They're symbols of respect and tradition. One of the biggest no-nos is sticking your chopsticks upright in a bowl of rice, as this resembles a funeral ritual. Similarly, passing food from one pair of chopsticks to another is a serious faux pas, as it mimics a cremation practice. These actions carry heavy cultural meaning, so avoiding them shows you're mindful of Japanese customs. To stay on the right side of etiquette, always use a chopstick holder when you're not eating, and avoid pointing or waving them around. Learning to handle chopsticks properly may take some practice, but the effort goes a long way in showing respect for the culture. Plus, it's a fun skill to master. Number 2. Silence is golden on public transport. Japan's public transport is a haven of tranquility, a contrast to the bustling energy of its cities. When you're on a bullet train or a local bus, loud conversations and phone calls are considered rude. Instead, passengers enjoy the quiet by reading, listening to music on headphones, or simply relaxing. Even when traveling with friends, keeping your voice low is a way to blend in and respect the peaceful atmosphere. This rule might feel strange if you're used to noisy commutes, but there's something calming about the hush. So, embrace the quiet. It's part of what makes traveling in Japan such a unique experience. Number 3. Respect business cards. Business cards in Japan, or mishi, are more than just contact information. They're an extension of one's identity and professional pride. When someone offers you their card, always receive it with both hands, taking care to hold it gently by the corners. Pause to study it briefly before putting it away, as this shows genuine interest and respect for the person. Shoving it into your pocket or using it as a makeshift notepad is a major faux pas that can come across as dismissive. In professional settings, the exchange of business cards is often the first impression you make. The care and courtesy you display while handling one can set the tone for the entire interaction. So, treat every card like it's a golden ticket, not just a piece of paper, and you'll leave a lasting impression on your Japanese counterparts. Number 4. Bowing matters. Bowing in Japan isn't just a greeting, it's a nuanced gesture that conveys respect, gratitude, or apology depending on the context. The angle of your bow matters. A slight nod is casual, while a deep, prolonged bow signals deep respect or remorse. For example, a 15-degree bow is sufficient for everyday greetings, while a 45-degree bow is used in more formal or apologetic situations. Watching how locals bow can be a great way to learn and match the appropriate level of respect. This custom may feel unfamiliar at first, but bowing is deeply ingrained in Japanese culture and can leave a strong impression when done correctly. It's more than just an act, it's a language of its own. Number 5. Do not drench rice in soy sauce. Rice in Japan isn't just a side dish. Treating it with respect means enjoying its natural flavor, rather than masking it with excessive seasoning. While it's perfectly acceptable to dip your sashimi or drizzle soy sauce on certain toppings, pouring soy sauce directly onto plain rice is a major faux pas. This practice is not only frowned upon, but may come across as a lack of appreciation for the effort that goes into preparing perfectly cooked rice. The unspoken rule here is to savor the simplicity of each ingredient. Japanese cuisine emphasizes balance and harmony, and over-seasoning your rice disrupts that delicate equilibrium. When in doubt, follow the locals' lead. They've mastered the art of subtlety in flavor, and respecting this tradition shows you're attuned to their cultural values. Number 6. Don't open taxi doors yourself. Hailing a taxi in Japan comes with a touch of elegance you might not expect. Unlike many places where you'd reach for the door handle, Japanese taxi doors are operated automatically by the driver. This small but thoughtful feature is designed to make your ride more comfortable and hassle-free. Trying to open or close the door yourself might confuse the driver or, worse, damage the mechanism. So it's best to leave it to the professionals. This unique touch is more than just convenience. It reflects the culture's emphasis on service and efficiency. As a passenger, your role is simple. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. By respecting this custom, you'll not only avoid awkward moments, but also get a small taste of the meticulous care and attention to detail that Japan is famous for. Number 7. Handle money with care. In Japan, even the way you handle money is steeped in etiquette. You'll notice small trays at cash registers in stores, which are used to exchange money. Instead of handing cash directly to the cashier, place it in the tray. It's a subtle but important way to show respect. This practice avoids awkwardness and ensures a smooth transaction for everyone. It's also a reflection of Japan's culture, where attention to detail and courtesy are woven into daily life. When gifting money, the rules are even stricter. It's customary to use specific envelopes for different occasions, like weddings, celebrations, or condolences. Accidentally using a mourning envelope for a happy occasion could create an embarrassing misunderstanding. Number 8. Punctuality is key. If there's one thing you absolutely can't overlook in Japan, it's punctuality. Time is treated with a deep sense of respect, and arriving late can be seen as a major insult. In fact, being on time in Japan often means arriving 10 to 15 minutes early. Locals meticulously plan their schedules, accounting for traffic, weather, and even unforeseen delays, all to ensure they're never late. This cultural emphasis on punctuality isn't just about efficiency, it's about respect for other people's time. Whether you're meeting a friend or attending a business meeting, showing up on time signals that you value the other person's efforts and commitments. So, set your watch ahead, double-check those train schedules, and embrace the clockwork precision of Japan's time-conscious society. It'll leave a lasting impression of your thoughtfulness and reliability. Number 9. Always compliment the food. Food in Japan isn't just about flavor, it's an art form. Chefs take immense pride in their creations, often spending years perfecting their craft. That's why it's considered a sign of respect to compliment the food, regardless of your personal taste. Even if you've just tried natto for the first time and aren't sure how you feel about it, a simple oishii, meaning delicious, goes a long way in showing gratitude. Compliments are a cultural expectation that acknowledges the effort and skill behind every dish. Criticizing the food, on the other hand, is a big no-no. Unlike some cultures where feedback is welcomed, in Japan, negative comments about a meal are seen as rude and ungrateful. So, even if you're dining on the finest sushi or tasting something adventurous like fermented fish, smile, savor the experience, and save your critique for after you've left the restaurant. It's a small gesture that speaks volumes about your respect for Japanese culture. And the last one, do not eat and drink while walking. In Japan, food is meant to be enjoyed mindfully, not on the go. Walking around with a snack in hand might be common in other countries, but it's considered impolite here. The idea is to maintain cleanliness and respect for shared spaces. You'll notice that locals will often stop to eat near food stalls or use designated seating areas before continuing their day. Even with popular street food like takoyaki or taiyaki, the etiquette is to finish it nearby rather than strolling with it. Exceptions do exist, like bustling food markets in Osaka, or events where eating on the move feels more natural. However, as a general rule, it's best to find a spot, sit down, and enjoy your meal without rushing. This custom not only keeps public spaces tidy, but also aligns with the Japanese value of being present and mindful, even when indulging in something as simple as a snack. So there you have it, the unspoken rules of Japan that could make or break your experience in this fascinating country. Think of these tips as your cheat sheet for blending in, earning respect, and soaking in everything Japan has to offer. Because when you show respect for their traditions, the locals will respect you right back, and that's when the magic of Japan truly reveals itself. Do you have a favorite rule from this list? Or maybe you've had a hilarious or humbling experience breaking one of these customs. Share it in the comments below. And if you're planning a trip to Japan or just dreaming about it, hit that like button and subscribe for more travel tips and cultural insights.